Hi there. So in today's video, we'll be looking at solving an equation by completing the square. So in this example, we have 4x squared minus 8x minus 32, which is equal to 0. So when you want to complete the square, the first step is to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. If it's not 1, we need to divide everything by that coefficient. So in this case, we need to divide everything by 4. So here we divide by 4. We are left with x squared by itself. Here, when we divide by 4, we are left with negative 2x. And over there, when we divide by 4, we are left with, I think it's 8. Yes. And it's equal to 0. Okay, so the next step is to now take the constant, which is this negative 8, to the other side, so that on the left hand side we only have the terms with x as a variable. So that means we're going to add 8 to both sides. So here we are left with x squared minus 2x being equal to positive 8. All right, now we can begin the process of completing the square. So remember, when you want to complete the square, you want to take the middle value. So if, let me write it here on the side. If we have ax squared plus bx plus c, you want to take the b term. And for us, it's this negative 2. And we're going to divide it by 2. So you are going to divide it by 2 and then square it. And then you add and you subtract that same term. But now we have an equal to sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to add on the left and then we're going to subtract also on the left. Yeah, let's do it. So we have x, make it back to navy blue, x squared minus 2x, and then we add negative 2 divided by 2 squared, and then we subtract negative 2 divided by 2 squared equal to 8. Now we're going to simplify. So x squared minus 2x plus negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1 squared is just positive 1. Here we have minus 1 being equal to 8. Now, you do not rush into then subtracting these so that it's 0. What you do is you take the negative value and you take it to the right. So we're going to plus 1 on both sides. And then now you're only left with x squared minus 2x plus 1 being equal to 8. And then here you also have a plus 1. Alright, so now it's in this form, we can then proceed and factorize. So let's just simplify the right once more. So this is x squared minus 2x plus 1 being equal to 9. Now the trick with factorizing this term after you've just completed the square is to take your b value and then you want to just divide it by 2. So here you're then going to have x, and here we're going to have it as negative, and then divided by 2 is 1 squared. So that's the trick with factorizing that. And then here on the right you have 9. Okay, so now we need to square root so that we can solve for x specifically. So we are going to square root both sides. So x minus 1 squared and 9. So we square root here and we square root there. Now we only have x minus 1 on the left, and the square root of 9 can either be positive or negative 3. Alright, so now to solve for x, it means that we have two solutions. So x minus 1 can either be equal to positive 3 or it can be equal to negative 3. So when we take negative 1 to the other side, you've got x being equal to 4. And here you can either have it being a negative. So here negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. So these are our two possible solutions.